Hey, what's up, guys? This is Justin from Justice League Swag, and today I'm going to be doing a deck profile on my Trunks deck that I played at MTG First for the 7 Stars Invitational this past Sunday. I ended up going completely undefeated because I'm running like Cyber Dragons and like Super Saiyan 4 in this build. So I changed the deck up a little bit from how it was before because I kept decking out against some opponents, so I needed a faster win tactic, and with Super Saiyan 4, there's only but so many cards in the game that could counter it. So first up, I'm going to start with my 1-drops. I'm running 4 Whis Coercion. It's Glare. Blue 1-drop restands energy, so it's safe to play against stuff like Heighten, because you don't have to worry about tapping out and you can negate multiple attacks. Next up for 1-drops, we got 4 Saiyan Kaba for life breaking. Ideally, what you want to do is play this guy on a 2-turn. If you have 1 red energy and 1 blue, you swing with this and combo Unyielding. So the only cards that I hard mulligan for in this game, playing this deck, are Saiyan Kaba, Unyielding Spirit Trunks, and Unbreakable Super Saiyan Son Goku. Because if you play against the deck that's playing Zeno, you want to combo off all of your Unbreakable Super Saiyan Son Goku before they get like jammed up in your hand. Next up, 4 Senzu Bean. I'm maxing Senzu Bean now because of Super Saiyan 4. If you Senzu Bean up while swinging with your leader or Cyber Dragon or Time Patrol Trunks, you put all of the power on your Goku that's on the field. So when you evolve into Victorious Fist or Super Saiyan 4, it's easier for you to clinch games. And if your opponent's at 4 and you have 8 cards in hand and they're red, that's pretty much game with Super Saiyan 4 on field. Boom. Lastly, for 1-drops, Pint-Sized Warrior Goku. I'm running at 4. This is not an evolution target. I usually never evolve straight up into him because the only other thing I have in the deck that can evolve over him is Unbreakable. But he's just a searcher, so he helps you search out Victorious Fist, search out Unbreakable, or search out, what is it called? Super Saiyan 4. So if he dies, he dies. You do not protect him if they rush. You can even swing with him if you want or combo him off. But you don't need this guy. So if people are planning him to, don't be afraid to play this guy just for the get murdered. Because then what's going to create is opening for you with them swinging at your leader and helping you awaken earlier. And then they'll just tap M2 and murder him. So it's fine. Fills the drop for Overwhelm as well. Next up for 2-drops, I like Boost Attack Piccolo. I still run Boost Attack Piccolo. I do not like running the other super combo for blue because I don't want to bounce anything back to my opponent's hand while playing Trunks, because Trunks can completely overpower most decks. So I run Piccolo. And then if you're being overpowered, it's easier to get out of it if you're running Piccolo instead of bouncing cards back to your opponent's hand. And next up for 2-drops, Unyielding Trunks at 4. Standards energy, and it's free if you haven't used Trunks ability yet. Then you literally awaken Trunks, and then you can combo another Unyielding. So some games, if depending on how my opponent's field was looking, I would tap out playing Determined Super Saiyan Son Goku, and then combo Unyielding, then drop Senzu Bean, and Senzu Bean goes to Goku, then evolve Goku into Victorious Fist. So, next up, Victorious Fist. We are running at 4 as well. Almost everything in this deck is at 4. With this guy, it's your evolve target. You want to do it all in one turn. So, it's safer to do on a 4-drop turn than a 3-drop turn. Depending on my opponent's hand size would determine when I would go into it. If they have a pretty big hand, you want to wait until a 4-drop turn. If they have a low hand size, then you can rush them at 3. So 2 red, critical. Next, Cyber Dragon. Well, Bodyguard Logic. I run at 4. This gives you free bodies and free presence on board. So him combined with Time Patrol Trunks, you make a board out of nowhere, and then you use the rest of your board space for Determined Son Goku and the Victorious Fist combo. So, step 4, Time Patrol Trunks. I run it at 4 because you can combo him off to get off Trunks' ability if you don't want to deal your opponent that much damage. And it fills your drop zone for Overwhelm, so you get more cards and drop faster. So I run it at 4. And I usually use Time Patrol Trunks 3 times, sometimes 4 times a game. So you will get it off that much. And free cards are really good to swing, because you can swing with it. Because Trunks' only weakness is when your opponent negates all of your attacks. So ideally, every turn you want to make sure you get at least 3 battle cards on field. Whether it's Cyber Dragon and Saiyan Kaba, or Cyber Dragon, Time Patrol Trunks, and a Goku. Lastly, for 3 drops, I'm only running 3 Further in Destruction Champa now, because you only want to play Champa when your opponent's at 5 life or 2 in Trunks. So one game I stole against somebody because of Super Saiyan 4. He got like mind freaked and I didn't tap in the energy, so I actually hit him with a 60k and double strike with Champa, and then I finished him with a battle card for like 100k and double strike with Champa. So Champa's still good to steal games, and people aren't really looking for it as much if you're playing the Super Saiyan 4 and Victorious Fist stuff in there. Next, 4 drops. Unbreakable Super Saiyan Son Goku. We're running at 4. This guy is like running 8 super combos in your deck. So almost every deck that's playing red is playing this card. It's evolved target. I only evolved into it, I think, 1 or 2 games in the tournament, because I think I went completely undefeated. I evolved over it once just because my opponent was planning M2 and he was slow playing me. I didn't see Kaba, so I evolved over it. I drew a card into his barrier, so I could evolve over it again if I wanted. Or I could just combo it off for another draw with Trunks' skill. So, very solid card. Next up is 6 drops. I'm playing 2 Broken Limit Saiyan 3 Goku. The only reason why I'm playing 2 is because he gains triple strike and he can only attack once. So the triple strike isn't something that you should shoot for, but I do evolve over it over the 4 drop or the 5 drop just to gain power. If I have enough battle cards on the field to swing first just for him to gain power, and then I'll evolve Victorious Fist over it or Super Saiyan 4. So, Victorious Fist, I am running at 4. This card gets around Shugeshin into Explosive because he restands as soon as he swings because he doesn't have dual attack. He stands from his own skill. So on an ideal turn, I will evolve over a Goku into Victorious Fist, swing once, and then it will restand, and then evolve over it again. Then swing once, restand, and then either evolve into Super Saiyan 4 or evolve into another Victorious Fist. And then lastly, the Stealer of Games, Super Saiyan 4. Mafuba can stop it. Cold Bloodlust, like when you evolve into it. And Revenge. There's also Enraged Son Goku, the negate. I don't know. Like, a lot of my opponents were actually playing that, but they always used Enraged, the negate on Saiyan Kaba. And I was just like, okay, I'm still going to use Kaba's skill. But this guy, I didn't go into, like, every game, depending on what my opponent was playing, because you got to have card knowledge if you're going to use something like this. So if they're not using Cold Bloodlust, then it's safe to go into. If they don't have any blockers with Revenge on the field, it's safe to go into. Otherwise, you want to kind of beat them down with double strikes from swinging with Trunks and overpowering them. So this is my deck profile on Trunks updated, mostly red with Super Saiyan 4. Please like and subscribe, and we'll have more deck profiles coming up soon. Peace. Forgot the sideboard. So sideboard, 3 Mafuba, because I was scarred for life when I played against Super Saiyan 4 at Dream Wizards once. So I always make sure I have 4 of those. It's also good against Cell and other like big stuff that may get on the field early if you have the spare energy. So 3 Mafuba inside. Next up, Base Bay, 4 Haru Haru. Max, because you can punish the hell out of yellow and green leaders with this, and it has critical. So an ideal turn after siding with this is I go Cyber Dragon, Chain Attack Trunks, Haru Haru, Haru Haru, Haru Haru, and just keep swinging. You can even throw in the Gokus if you want. Next up in sideboard, no openings. I side 2 just in case my opponent's stalling and not trying to awaken me. You don't really need it in the main board right now for how the deck is, because you want to have a lot more red battle cards in your hand for the Super Saiyan 4 stuff. So I just sideboarded those instead of mainboarding them. Next up, Mass Saiyan. This is a side for veggies. Warp those Kabbas and Khalifas so they can't Shugesh out a Kale and stop your momentum. And then lastly for sideboard, I'm siding for Sun Goten, Family of Justice, again for veggies. And then any blockers with Revenge. Alright, that's it. Bye.